I'm taking a deep breath. Welcome to another episode of Grandpa Loves Grandma. This time, I'm going to pick the subject we're talking about because she's been picking the subject up to this point. So, you know what? For all you guys that are watching this, and some of you women, I want to talk about grocery shopping. My wife constantly asks me to go grocery shopping. I don't like to go grocery shopping. You know why I don't like to go grocery shopping? Because when I go into a grocery store, it's like being in a foreign country.
Well, that's because you don't go very often. If you went more often, you become more familiar with the aisles.
Exactly. That's why I don't go. I don't want to be familiar with the aisles.
Phil, sometimes it's easier for us in our schedule for you to go for me. And I always give you a list. And I always save labels so that you know exactly what you're
Right.
leaving.
I
So
get
what
this
is the
long
big
list
deal?
of stuff. Good example. She told me to go get some Greek yogurt. So I show up in the
can't
grocery
believe you're
store.
bringing this up.
I am bringing it up because
All
it's a
right.
true story.
Okay.
I go to the store to find this particular flavor of Greek yogurt. I get to the counter and there's 40 different brands of Greek yogurt. So I'm like, scratch my head. What kind of Greek yogurt does she want? So here's what you need to know. I get 2 phone calls home. That's it. Two. And so I called my lovely wife and I said, what kind of Greek yogurt would you want? So she told me. I looked for it. I couldn't find it. Then I scratched my head and go like, I'm getting a little nervous here. I only have 1 phone call left. So I asked the person that works in the grocery store who's supposed to know what kind of Greek yogurt this is. But guess what? He did not speak English. So I said, okay, I'm going to use my second phone call. So I called my second phone call. She gave me the instructions again. So let me get past all that because I only get 2 phone calls, but now I got the system beat. Thank God for cell phones. So now I go to the grocery store, and when she asks me to find cottage cheese, and they tell me there's no cottage cheese in the store, and I call her, and she says there's got to be cottage cheese in the store, guess what? I take out my phone.
He does. He takes a picture of the section to prove to me that it's not there.
I take a picture. I email her the picture. I used to text her, but she doesn't know how to text. She's not too
All right,
technologically.
be careful.
I am careful. She doesn't know how to text. So anyway, I email her a picture, and she says, you're in the wrong section. So therefore, I'm in the wrong section. They don't have the product. I don't know what kind of product. That's why I don't want to go grocery shopping. Grocery shopping was not meant for men. Grocery shopping was only meant for men when they're out on a Saturday night and they're single and they're looking for a date and they know they're going to meet somebody in the grocery store that also doesn't have a date, obviously because they're in the grocery store and maybe they can hook up. That's what the grocery store's for. You got something to say about that, Grandma?
I rest my case because you made a compelling one. And what you also didn't tell them is that you archive your phone calls. So if you don't make a phone call, the next time I ask you to go to the grocery store, you say, oh, I get 3 phone calls for this visit. Anyway, it's always been an issue with us, the whole thing about grocery shopping. And sometimes you're next to a Kroger or you're next to a Publix or you're next to a grocery store. And I know if I ask you to do it, you do it begrudgingly. But oh well, I rest my
You know
case.
what?
Good for you.
You can keep on asking, and guess what?
You still don't want to go.
I do things for benefits. That's another subject for another story. But I'm going to keep going grocery shopping on occasion, just to keep us together, happy, thrilled with each other. You got anything else? You wanna
No,
add
it's
to
a
that?
wrap for sure, and I love
That's
you.
a wrap. Stay tuned.